Sophia. Stacy, let's start with you. We'll start with the obvious question in front of us. Being a mom on the LPGA Tour, having your daughter out here, how special of an experience is that, and getting her involved in this presser today?
Yeah. Can I hold it? Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. She's been traveling with me since she was 3 months old. So she really doesn't know any different. So it's been fun to just expose her to the world, really. You know, what 4-year-old's done a press conference before now? We can check that off the list. So, but just being able to have her with me and us getting the time together that we do is really great, and just fun to watch her grow up on the road, and you know, all the girls that she gets to meet out here, the kids that she gets to play with. You know, you ask her who her best friends are, and it's the kids on tour.
Chesney took the mic. Anything to add? No, just kidding.
Want to say anything?
No, that's all right.
That's okay.
Brittany, same question for you now. 2 daughters, including your newest, Sophia. Bringing her out here, how incredible of an opportunity is this? Oh,
she's gonna answer.
She wants to answer.
Yeah, it is. It's you know, I wasn't sure how it was going to work, you know, traveling with 2 or bringing both of them. And we've kind of, you know, Emery's been out twice. Sophia's been out probably more, just easier traveling with one than both, as you can see. Thank you. But it's just great. It's just nice to have the opportunity to be able to still play golf professionally and then have, you know, one or both of them out if I want them out. Yay, Sophia. But it's just so rewarding just to, like, good day, bad day, to come see their smiling faces after the round. It's the best.
Mm-hmm. Amazing. With you two also, or Brittany, with you being a girls golf ambassador and this being a big week for girls golf, how incredible is it to see all the other young girls out here every week, or this week especially?
Yeah, super grateful for the girls golf program. Just getting more girls involved with the game of golf. It's, you know, when I started on the LPGA 19 years ago, I just have always wanted to leave it better than what it was when I started, and we're definitely doing that, growing the game and getting more girls involved with the game of golf is incredible. There's so many unused girls scholarships that you know, I want to see all these girls come out and support us and want to be professional golfers, or even in college, whatever it may be. It's just such a wonderful game, and I love seeing all these girls coming out and playing and, you know, signing their autographs. You never know, maybe that'll inspire them to want to play more one day. So it's really cool to see them coming out.
Amazing. Stacy, same sort of question for you, seeing all the young girls out there. How much golf does Chesney play, if any, and how is she at all involved in this girls golf program?
Do you play much golf, Ches?
Yeah.
Yes, you do. She gets after it. She likes coming to practice with me. She plays quite a bit. She actually saw the girls golf kind of logo somewhere, and she's like, "Mommy, that's what they had at the tournament." So she definitely recognizes it. You know, pretty fitting, I think, that both of us ended up with little girls. You know, just we were both about kind of inspiring that next generation and just growing the game. You know, and you know, just for a little girl to learn what you learn on the golf course, what you learn of playing golf in front of people, is something that they're going to take with them the rest of their lives.
Amazing. If at any point you guys want to put the kids down, you can let me know. We are happy to take them off your hands or anything. Let's talk about this week a little bit, it being the Founders Cup and pulling into the big picture of our founders, who most are no longer with us, and our pioneers, Betsy and Pia. Wondering if either of you have any experience with our pioneers, and how cool it is just for this week to have the past and the future all in one.
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty lucky. I got to know Betsy my rookie year, and Betsy's really been a mentor to me. She's been somebody that kind of helped me early on in my career, just kind of figuring out why I play golf and why I do what I do. Sophia's going to steal the press conference here. You know, but Betsy, yeah, she's definitely been a huge mentor of mine, and it's really cool that they're honoring her here this week. I know Brittany spent some time with Betsy.
Oh, yeah, you can take her.
Yeah.
She's like, I want to run. She's going to start running here any minute. But yeah, same, you know, just honoring the founders. Obviously, we would not be here without them. And then just going into the next generation with the girls golf program. And you want to get down?
Too?
Okay. You want to go play with Sophia? No.
Okay. That's fine.
Come back if you want, okay?
But yeah, again, with Stacy, I've known Betsy a long time, just doing her outings and picking her brain every now and again about, what is a golf swing or just golf in general. And so it'll be cool to see her, out on the green this week.
Mm-hmm. Amazing. What do you guys think of the court? Let's talk some actual golf. This course, our second year up Upper Montclair. How great of a venue is this? And what's your experience on the course been like so far?
It's amazing. I played once my rookie year back in 2009. You might have played it a few more times, but it's just one of those kind of ultimate tests of golf. You got to hit every club in your bag. You got to hit wedges, you got to hit the long stuff, you got to hit fairways, you got to hit greens. Right. It really tests everything. And so it's a good golf course for us as we get into like our major championship kind of season. And, when you really want to get your game sharp. But it's in really great shape this year. Better weather this year, which will be nice.
It is nice. Yeah, not sure how old the golf course is, but it just has like that old feel to it, or even like a major feel where you could host a major event here. I mean, the fairways, I swear, are getting narrower and narrower every time we come back. So you definitely, key one is just to keep it in the fairway. You cannot hit it in the rough, or you're going to, the way the green's set, it's just going to be a hard shot. But, the course itself is spectacular. I've played both sides now and got to see it both, and it's as perfect as it's ever been. So it's going to be a real treat this week for sure.
Amazing. Another treat this week, Sunday, will be Mother's Day. I know you'll have your kids here to celebrate. So wondering what that day means to you, spending that day in the golf course will mean, and the impact your moms have had on your game.
I think if one of us won with our girls here, that would be pretty cool.
Really cool.
Just any week would be fantastic to win. To have one of our girls run out to us, I think would be pretty awesome. But on Mother's Day would be obviously that much more special. But doing what I do, what I love, and then having my girls here on Mother's Day. I mean, it's pretty fitting. My mom would tell you she wants me to take her fishing. She's like, don't send me flowers or I don't need any gifts. She just wants me to take her fishing. So she's pretty simple. But just having her follow my career for all these years and the sacrifices our parents have given up for us to get us where we are today. It's really cool to have that bond, with your mother on Mother's Day. It's the best.
Yeah, I think after you have your own kids, you definitely appreciate your parents a lot more and kind of what they went through. And, my sisters and I are all 2 years apart. And so I just couldn't imagine having that many littles at one time and still working and doing all that. So definitely a lot more appreciation for your moms. And my mom's here this year, so we all get to spend it together. So it's a lot of fun, just she's getting to the age where, she's asked my mom to take her shopping to get me a Mother's Day present, so she's getting to the age where she understands it a little more and understands what we do. And so it makes it a little bit more special now.
Awesome.
Very cool.
I know Nini has some questions right here.
I do. It's already been touched upon a little bit, but Stacy and Brittany is one of our biggest advocates for girls golf and as our stronger brand ambassadors. I don't know if you guys are aware that this week we're going to be announcing a major milestone that we're going to finally be reaching our 1 millionth girl this week through the program.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Thanks to your contributions and to the many number of girls that you've inspired to get into the game. Just wanted to get your impressions on how that makes you feel about the growth of the program.
Yeah. Go for it.
Yeah, it makes me tear up. It's like the coolest thing. Obviously it's been something that you guys have been working on for so long, and just us being a little part, however we can help to get more girls involved. It's a beautiful thing, and it's so rewarding just seeing all these kids coming out, whether, some can't afford it because golf is obviously very expensive. So anyway, whether it's the girls golf programs or the first tees, just getting these kids involved with the game of golf is such a wonderful game that you can take and do so many things with later in life. It's just cool. So to have that millionth girl, I'm speechless. It's just
You're one
really
of a
cool.
million, right?
I know.
You're
It's
one of
so
a million
cool.
girls to be involved. I mean,
That's so cool.
It's really cool. I mean, just shows the work that's been put in. I know that it's obviously probably taken longer than everybody's wanted, but it's how fast can we get to 2 million? That's the next question. And we're going to see the impact of that million. It's probably going to be 5 or 6 years before you're really going to see it.
We'll hopefully be retired by then.
Hopefully. But yeah, just to see that's what's coming, right? More girls in the game. The talent's going to keep getting better. The women's golf is just going to keep getting deeper. So, now it's our job to make sure they have a place to play for the future. And, that's what continues to push us.
That's awesome. And you did talk about the future, and we are this week launching a campaign to continue those efforts so that we can reach the next million that much quicker. What would be your goals or your hopes for how we get there? Any visions that you want to share with us and impart as we launch this campaign this week?
That's a great question.
That's a great question.
I think just talking about it and just making it fun. I feel like a lot of girls don't think golf is fun, and obviously it takes 5 hours to play a round of golf. So doing our little clinics, like when we see on Saturdays, and sometimes we have these clinics and you have the big blow up things and the hula hoops and we're chipping into different things. I just think keeping it fun like that for girls is just going to keep their interest, and having like a group setting instead of a one-on-one thing, which is a little bit more intimidating. I think all of that is going to be helpful, and just obviously the more we talk about it and the more people hear about it, and I think it'll just keep growing on its own. It's incredible.
Yeah, and seeing my little one, the interest level, it doesn't stay very long, right? Yeah. It's very quick, and I think that's the way the world is now. It's the quick bits, and so it's got to be, they're not going to want to go play 18 holes. It's got to be in that shorter time frame. Whether it's hitting bigger balls, bigger clubs, to make the game easier for them, especially when they start. But like I agree with Brittany, it's got to be fun. It's got to be having games with it. Make it a little bit competitive. That's okay for them too. Mine's is as competitive as they come. So, I think that's something good for them as well.
Yeah.
And last question for each of you: can you each tell me what makes you 1 in a million?
1 in a million.
Oh. I don't know.
Brittany is 1 in a million. You were 1 in a million.
I was.
She was one of the girls, right?
Yeah, I was. It seems like
not.
yesterday. I think it was yesterday. I don't feel as old as I am. But gosh, I don't know. I mean, I think I'm just lucky to be one in a million. I mean, I feel blessed to, when I thought about turning pro, I did homeschooling, and then my parents were like, okay, let's try to turn pro. I never thought 19 years later I would be here. So I just feel super lucky and honored that maybe the girls golf program was the step I needed to get me where I am. So things definitely have to align. So I feel lucky and blessed to have gone that route, and here I am. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea. I mean, I didn't do girls golf, obviously, but I mean, I'm a huge advocate for it. And, I think you think of all the millions of people in this world, the millions of females that play golf, and to be in the position we're in, we're so lucky. Like you said, so many stars have to align. You have to meet the right people. You got to work hard in the process. Yeah. But just to think back, you think of all the people you played junior golf with and college golf with, and you're the one that made it here. Right. Not crazy. All those other people. And so it's crazy to look back, I think, later in your career and just kind of see, just how lucky you really got in the whole process.
I have some questions from Kent Paisley here on the Zoom. So Kent, do you want to go ahead and unmute yourself?
Hey, Stacy. Saw you were on the ground early last week in San Francisco. What were your takeaways from Team USA's performance, and what are some of the learnings you can apply for Solheim this year?
A lot of takeaways, actually. We tried out some things with the pairings. I gave the girls some stats info that I was kind of working on to help them with the pairings. They ultimately made the call, but I kind of feeded them some information, and they tried a few things out that is definitely going to help for Spain. They did the pairings more based on stats than necessarily things we've thought about, I guess, in the past. So just the way that, even though, I know Danielle didn't play the way she wanted to on Sunday or really any of the week, but the way her and Nelly were still able to kind of work out the foursomes was definitely a good takeaway for us. Just to see how the four of them worked well together. They got along. Just little things like that. Just trying to build some camaraderie there and some trust in me of what I'm working on. And that was really my goal of being there, was just to spend some time with them.
Did they go with all of your recommendations for the groups? Did they deem it all?
No, pretty much. I mean, really, the four of them in best ball, you could pretty much pair them up anyway, and they were going to be pretty successful statistically. As it goes, it was really, the variation came in alternate shot, so that was the big one, and I was just happy that they went with my recommendation and that they decided to try it out.
And what were some of the stats in particular that pointed out to that set of being the ideal one?
I can't give you all that. I'm sorry. Maybe once I'm done being captain, I can tell you that.
If it works.
If it works. No, it's a lot. I mean, you can base it on the setup of the golf course, the length of it, to the odds and the evens, to their strengths and their weaknesses. It's really kind of putting all of that information together.
I understand not giving up the secret sauce. Thanks so much.
Yes.
But on that lines, how important is it to just have KPMG as a partner through all of this, providing some really good insights for the whole tour, and especially for you for Solheim?
Yeah, I mean, I actually did a little meeting with about 15 players last night to kind of introduce the stats program to them and kind of show them what we're working on. And, just to have KPMG's support of gathering the data every week. I mean, we can do so much more with it as players. Sure. Learning about our games and how we can get better. And then for Solheim, I mean, the sky's the limit. I mean, they can pull any stat I want. They can pull it. I said, we can break it down to the 6 months. We can break it down 12 months. We can break down to the last month of how people are playing, to certain grasses, to, I can break it down anything you can imagine, basically. And so just to have their support through that, and just allows me to be able to make better decisions. It's been really, really helpful.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you, ladies. Both. Yes. I'll let you get back to the kiddos, and we appreciate you all being here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Say anything? No. Any final words?
Any final words, Ches?